we were doing the chapter kinematics. Kinematics in one dimension. And yesterday I was talking about graph. In any graph, we deal with two things, slope and area. Slope means you have to divide the two axis. I mean, quantity on the y-axis divided by quantity in the x-axis. The other the change in the y-axis divided by change in the x-axis. And accordingly, you can decide whether the slope is significant or not. Or sometimes we find area. So yesterday I wrote distance time graph. Slope will give the value of velocity or speed, because distance upon time will give speed, and area gives nothing. 3T graph, slope and area both give something. Slope gives acceleration, whereas area gives distance or displacement of the body. And acceleration time graph, slope gives nothing, but area gives velocity. Yesterday we have done it. Now the nature and all, suppose we are having a simple, this is distance, this is time graph. If the distance time graph is coming like this way, what is the meaning of this? This means the slope is 0, the slope is speed. Speed is 0, that means the body is at rest. This graph shows that the body is at rest. The line is speed is 0, no slope, 0 slope. That means speed is 0. Sometimes the comment may be given, you may have to sketch a rough graph, or a graph is given, you have to write a comment. Distance time graph, if you are having like this is distance, this is time, and a graph is like this. Give a comment. We say the body is moving with a constant, because slope is positive, no? Slope is velocity or speed. We say the body is moving with a uniform or constant positive velocity. Positive velocity. When the same thing comes this way, so we say positive, negative velocity. Velocity can be positive, can be negative, because negative is opposite in direction. Opposite in direction. Okay, now this is the comment we'll give here. Constant positive velocity. If the distance is here, time is here, and the graph is coming like this, the body is moving with a constant variable velocity, because the slope is variable. So this is just general idea only, though you are done in the lower classes, but once again you have to learn, and accordingly you will draw the graph. Now it is VT graph, velocity time graph, and a graph is like this. What does it represent? What does it show? It tells us, this is velocity time graph, it tells us the acceleration is 0, because slope is 0. The body is moving with 0 acceleration, or without any acceleration, or non-accelerated motion, you can call it, non-accelerated. Non-accelerated means without any acceleration. Or you can say the body is moving with a uniform velocity, constant velocity, constant velocity, constant positive velocity, but same thing comes down, that is constant negative velocity we say. Okay, now if the graph is given like this, what comment do we give? The body is moving with a uniform, that is slope is constant, uniform. The body is moving with a constant or uniform acceleration. Same thing comes this way, that means negative slope. The body is moving with a uniform retardation, we can say, or uniform deceleration. Retardation or uniform deceleration, that means negative acceleration. I think you know that. And now if the graph is like this, we are not going so much in details, little bit idea only. If the graph is like this, then we say the body is moving with a variable acceleration, variable acceleration. Same graph which comes like this, we say variable retardation. Okay. Now, if a body, a question comes like this, draw VT graph to show the body at rest. How do we show? We have to show the body is at rest. Draw a velocity time graph, not distance time graph. You have to draw a velocity time graph to show the body is at rest. How do you show? In that case, velocity time graph will draw here like this, and we show the velocity is 0, and we'll be just darkening this line only. This line only will darken. This line only will be darkened. x-axis only will be darkened. The velocity value 0 every time the velocity is 0. That means the body is at rest. This line only will darken. The x-axis only will be darkening. Okay, now if the graph is shown like this and question asks you, is this graph possible? Is this graph possible? We'll say no. What can be the reasons why this graph is not possible? If question asks you, give 2 reasons why this graph is not possible. What are the 2 reasons? What could be the 2 reasons? First reason, I'll say that time can never, this value is constant. Can time ever be constant? We say no, time can never be constant. That is one reason. And the second reason is this way the velocity is becoming undefined. I mean infinite velocity. Can a body have infinite velocity? The answer is no, because there is a maximum limit of velocity. And what is that maximum limit? The velocity of light. That is 3 into 10 to the power of 8. Nothing can have, no body can have the velocity or the speed value more than the velocity of light. And in this graph, it seems that the velocity is going to be infinitely high, infinity, which is not possible. So there are 2 reasons. First reason is time can never be constant. And the second reason is that the velocity of the body cannot be undefined, because the maximum velocity or the maximum limit of velocity is the velocity of light, which is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. Okay. Now, the equations of motion which I proved last time, so we'll be proving them by graphical method now. Let us see the graphical method of proving those equations. Graphical method. Graphical method of proving those formulas. The first formula, that V is equal to U plus AT, how can we prove it by graphical method? So we draw a velocity time graph for a body moving with a uniform acceleration. That means velocity will take here, time we will take here, and the graph we will draw like this. Sorry. Graph we will be drawing this way. Initial velocity may not be 0, so I'll write initial velocity U, and the body is reaching a final velocity V over here in the time interval T. This one says 0, origin is 0. This way we will draw the graph. This time the body is suppose starting from the point A and reaching the point B with a uniform acceleration, means constant acceleration. The graph will be like this. Initial velocity is U, not 0. Initial velocity is U, not 0. So we'll be doing like this. Okay, now we know the acceleration from VT graph. How do we find? By finding the slope. You can add here acceleration is equal to slope of VT graph. How do we find the slope of AB line? So we'll be joining the line like this way. That means this value will be delta V, and this value will be delta T, this axis. That means this value will be delta T. I'll write here delta V by delta T. What is the value of delta V over here? Delta V value for this point, change in velocity. What is the value of velocity at this point? What is the value of velocity V? And at the point, this point, what is the value of velocity? At this point, what is the value of velocity U? So I'll write V minus U. And delta T value will come T minus, this is 0. So I'll write it T minus 0, that means T. So out here I write V minus U by T. Therefore, cross multiply V minus U will be equal to AT, or V is equal to, this will go that side, U plus AT. So this becomes the formula, derivation. This is a graphical method of proving the formula V is equal to U plus AT. Graphical way. Copy it, then we'll do the next formula. VT graph we will be drawing like this. We are assuming the body is moving with the initial velocity U and reaching a final velocity V in the time T. Uniform acceleration will show like this way. At this point, when the time is T, the velocity becomes V, final velocity V. And velocity time graph, slope will give the value of acceleration. So I like it, A is equal to slope of VT graph. And slope, how do we find this angle? Tan theorem is perpendicular by the base. Perpendicular value is delta V, which is change in velocity. At this point, what is the velocity V? And at this point, what is the value of velocity U? So V minus U is the value of delta V. So the first formula is proved. Now we are deriving the second formula. Second, can I rub it? Yes. Can I rub it? Okay. Now the second formula we are doing that S is equal to ut plus half at square. Second formula. Number 2. S is equal to ut plus half at square. How to prove it? S means the distance, no? Distance, how do we find? By finding area. Write down area of VT graph. Area of VT graph with the x-axis. Or we just had area of VT graph. We'll find the area of this graph. Area of this graph. Area. How to find area? We see overall the figure is what? It is a trapezium. If you look at the entire figure like this, OAB, and I give the name this one D out here. So OABD is a trapezium. We can use the formula of area of trapezium, or we can do in parts. We can do area of the rectangle plus area of the triangle. We can do that. So whichever way you find easier, you can use that way. Area of trapezium maybe we can do, or we can do area of this triangle plus area of the rectangle plus area of the triangle. We can do that. So which way you want me to do? Trapezium way or the rectangular way? Tell me. Part wise. Okay, rectangle. So I'll first find the area of the rectangle, this rectangle. What is the area of the rectangle formula? Length into the breadth. What is the length? Length is from here to here. Length is this much. From here to here. How much is the value? T minus 0. What is that value? 3 at this value, how much? What is the value of this height? U minus 0. That is how much? U only. I like a UT plus area of the triangle formula. We have got half base into height. Half base. This is the base. Base is T into this height. This height is delta V. I like a delta V. Delta V. Next line I like is UT plus half into T. Delta V. What is the value of delta V here? V minus U. So I like here V minus U. Right. UT plus half into T, and V minus U is equal to what? 80. Because formula number 1 we have already proved. Now final answer now we like a UT plus half a T square. This is the final answer. This is the value of S. This is how we will prove this. Tell me if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Half base into height, half, what is the base? Base is, what is the value of base here? T, I like a T into what is the height here? This is the height, height of the triangle is this much. What is the value of delta V? I like delta V there. Understood now? Then UT keep as it is half into T, delta V is V minus U. I have written that value. UT plus half T, V minus U is 80. 80 to T become 80 square. Very simple. Understood? Now the formula number 3 we will do now. Formula number 3. Formula number 3. What is that? V square is equal to. Formula number 3 is V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. Okay. I'll show you how we can do. Yes, yes. You know this formula V is equal to U plus AT. Do you know? Then V minus U will be what? Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, third formula, V square is equal to U square plus 2A. Third formula, how we prove it? So third formula, again, at H is, we start with the formula of H only. H is equal to area of VT graph. This time, we will take it trapezium way, okay? Right, area of trapezium. What is the right area of, directly we will do now. Area of trapezium we will do now. Area of trapezium. Area of trapezium. What is the name of the trapezium? OABD. OABD. Okay, what is the formula of area of trapezium? Half into sum of the parallel sides into the height. What is the parallel side? I'm sure this side and this side is parallel. No, this side and this side is parallel side. What is the value of sum of the parallel side? This value is u. This height from u minus 0, actually this is u. Plus, what is this parallel side from here till here? This one is same as this one, no? V. So let's say u plus v. Into the perpendicular distance between them. Perpendicular distance between them is coming t out here. This is a 90 degree out here. These two are trapezium. This is the perpendicular distance. That is t. I'll write half bracket u plus v. Time value we will put now from this equation. Time value will come v minus u by a. You can make a note since a is equal to v minus u by t. Therefore, time value will come v minus u by a. Now, I think after that we can do this. We can do it now. Cross multiply. Will give us a 2a v plus u and v minus u. This will give us a v square minus u square. Minus u square will come this side. You get u square plus 2as is equal to v square. Therefore, v square value is coming u square plus 2as. This is the formula. This becomes the formula. So graphical method also is there. If question asks you to do them graphically, then you have to do it graphically. If question just asks you to prove the formula, you can do either of the method, either graphical method or analytical method. Any one method you can follow. Done? Okay. Now we'll be doing some problems, okay? Books, do you have books? How many boys did not get books so far? Many boys. Okay. Okay, then you have to write question. I'll dictate and write the question. Huh? Right. What is the average speed of a car? What is the average speed? Question is, what is the average speed? What is the average speed of a car? What is the average speed of a car which goes at 40 km per hour, which goes at 40 km per hour for 30 kilometers, and 60 kilometers per hour and 60 kilometers per hour for 24 kilometers. Yeah, that is the question. You have to find average speed. And I'll tell you, average speed formula, we have total distance by the total time. Okay, average speed formula is like this. Average speed formula is total distance. This is actually class 9 things. That's why I did not give the formula. Total distance by total time. And average velocity formula, we have displacement upon time. Average velocity formula will be displacement upon the time. So how to do this one? Answer now. Actually, we can start from here. Average speed formula, total distance by total time. The two distances are mentioned in the question. First distance is given 30 kilometers and next distance is given 24 kilometers. Here, if you want, there are two types of distances. You can write like this: d1 plus d2 upon t1 plus t2. Yes. First distance given to you in the question is 30 kilometers. Second distance is 24. Here we need time. Time not given. They have given the speed for this distance and speed for this distance. The time formula will do distance upon the speed, and we'll do it here. What is the distance traveled? 30, and with what speed this distance is traveled? That is mentioned in the question. 40. T2 24 is the distance. But with what speed the distance is covered, it is mentioned in the question 60. Now we'll do it. Now take LCM and find the answer. This plus this will become 54. You can take LCM 40, 60, LCM is 120. Yeah, 43 times will go 3 3 will become 900. 4 times will come 96. You can do it now 40, 54. 120 is going to come up. These two will be added up 6, 9, 996. Calculate, your answer comes 46 point something, which you are rounding off approximately to 47. You can check the answer in calculator. And this time you are allowed to use calculator, okay? Any scientific. Oh, yeah, I made one mistake, yeah. 43 times 3 into 30 is 90, yeah. Thank you for the correction. 63, 2 times 2, okay, I made one mistake here also. 62 times 2 into 24 is coming 48. 9, 4, 13, 138. Yeah, please check the answer. Actual answer is 46.9 something, no? We are rounding off. What is the actual answer here? Check in calculator. Done. Have you done? 46.9. Then you are rounding off to nearly 47 kilometers per hour. Unit is 47 kilometers per hour. Okay. Now next question, right? A train, a train, a train leaves station A, leaves station A, leaves station A with a speed 40 kilometer per hour, with a speed 40 kilometer per hour for the station B. To stop, right? While returning back to the station A, while returning back to the station A, while returning back to the station A, the speed of the train is 60 kilometer per hour, 60 kilometer per hour. So find number one, the average, first one, the average speed, and number two, the average velocity of the train. Second part, the average velocity of the train. The average velocity of the train. Yes. That is the question. Just do it. Let's see. Okay. How did you do, Karman? And second answer, what is the second answer? Hmm. 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 Okay. Okay. Second part. Answer for the second part. Okay. Yes, boys, please try and tell me what is the answer. First part. Ankit, what is the answer? First part you are doing this way. Total distance you write d1 plus d2. Total time writing t1 plus t2. In this question, the going distance and coming distance is same. A to B and again B to A. Distance is not given. I take that as x. D1 is x. D2 is also x. Same distance. Time not given. They've given the speed while going, and this distance x is covered with what speed? 40. Next one is x is covered with what speed? 60. Now we'll do it. Now you do 2x here. You're taking LCM 40, 60 is 120. 43 times 3x will come here. 62 times 2x comes here. 2x into this 120 I'm sending up divided by 5x. X and x cancel. That's why distance not given and it is not needed also. Now calculate. What is the answer? 5 into this is equal to 24. 24 into 2 is 48. Answer is 48 kilometers per hour. In this question, some of the students they make mistake. What do they do? They simply add and find the average. They do 40 plus 60 divided by 2, which is wrong answer. Okay. 40 plus 60 divided by 2, if you do, the answer will become 50. But whereas the actual answer is 48. You have to go by the formula here. Now, what is the answer for the second part? First part we got. Second part. Anybody? Is there anybody who could do second part? Yeah, tell me fast. Hello, come on, say fast. Not being average velocity. In this question, average velocity is 0. Why 0? Because average velocity formula we have displacement upon the time. Displacement is 0, so average velocity is also 0. Going, returning back to the same point, the displacement is 0. So average velocity is 0. Okay, now next question. Right. A train is moving with a train is moving. A train is moving. A train is moving with a constant acceleration. A train is moving with a constant acceleration. Constant acceleration, full stop. When the first point of the engine, when the front point, F-R-O-N-T, when the front point of the engine crosses a fixed point, crosses a fixed point X, capital X, comma, the velocity of train is u. The velocity of train is u, small u. And when the last point of the train, crosses the same point X, crosses the same point X, capital X, comma, the velocity is v. Stop. What is the velocity with which? The middle point of the train, crosses the same point X. Crosses the same point X. Same point X, capital X. Yeah. So that is the question. How to do? Yes, Karma, you've done it. Karma? Yes. Have you done? The question says, I'll just draw the diagram here. There is a point X and there is a train. Okay, here is a train. Maybe a train is here like this. This is train. This is the front point of the engine is crossing this. That time the velocity was u. At that time when it is crossing H. And when the entire train passes over and this part of the train where while crossing, that time the velocity becomes v. Then you have to find the speed with which the middle point of the train, middle point, this point, midpoint of the train, this velocity is unknown. This is unknown, x. Like this. What is the velocity while the middle point of the train is crossing the same point x? And in this question, the clue given is constant acceleration. The acceleration of the train is same, constant throughout. You can write like this first. First formula is that v square is equal to u square plus 2as. What is the from here till here? So right, v square, initial velocity is u and final velocity becomes v. Right, v square is equal to v square minus u square equal to 2as. S, what is S? S is the total distance covered by the train. That is total distance covered by the train is equal to the length of the train, length of the entire train. Length of the entire train is S. I've taken S. The length of the entire train is S. Make A the subject of formula. You get v square minus u square by 2s is the value of A. Equation 1. Now I will take this way. Either this way I can take or I can take this way. Suppose for the middle point, I write the formula. This is the initial velocity and this is final velocity. I'll write like this. X square is equal to u square plus 2a and the distance will be s by 2. The distance traveled by the middle point will be half of the distance, no, half of the full distance, half of the full length of the train. 2 and 2 cancel. Let x square as it is, u square plus, put the value of a which we have there in equation 1. What is the value of a? This is the value, put that value, v square minus u square by 2s into s over here. S and s cancel. You get x square coming like this. U square plus v square minus u square by 2. Below we have got 1. Take LCM. 2, 1 LCM is 2. 2 will come here and become 2u square. 1 multiplies there, you get v square minus u square. Therefore, x square is coming. 2u square minus u square will come u square plus v square by 2. Therefore, x value will come, square will go, root will come, root entire thing here, u square plus v square by 2. So this is answer. This is answer. What is x? X is the velocity at the middle point of the train. When this point is crossing this same point x, that velocity is x. If they give numerical value, while the front point of the engine is crossing, the suppose velocity is given 10, and while the back portion is crossing, the velocity is 20. What is the velocity with which the middle point of the train crosses? You have to use this formula and put the value. U value is 10, so that 10 square plus 20 square, whole thing divided by 2, and use calculator and find answer. Unit will be meter per second will be given. So the unit of x will come meter per second. In this question, there is no unit because this is given with the alphabet here, so there will be no unit for it. You don't know the unit for u is meter per second or kilometer per hour is not mentioned, so we will not give unit. If unit is given, we'll give the unit. Yes. Yeah. No. If question comes, then how will you know this formula? Just now, so you know, no, but exam time you have to do and show the working, how it comes. Okay. Then today we are doing this much. Thank you.